Hey everyone, welcome to WagerTalk TV. My name is Minty, and I'm joined by Teddy Covers at Teddy_Covers and Drew Martin at Drew Martin Bets on Twitter. This Sunday, we've got some college hoops. Michigan State at Purdue. I'm going to be honest, I don't really keep up with college hoops that much, but these gentlemen can tell us more on this game because you guys are pretty excited about this particular game. Tell me why, Teddy.
Well, from a betting standpoint, I'm excited. I think there is a potential, and again, we don't have the line yet.
Right.
There's a potential here for a good wager.
Okay.
All right. Purdue's been an unbelievably random team this year. Their A game's good enough to beat They beat Virginia by 29. Mm-hmm. You know, they went to Ohio and blew them out. They had, VCU. They're battle tested and they've proven capable of beating elite teams.
Okay.
And they're likely to be home dogs here.
Oh, okay.
That said, Purdue's A game's been great. They bring their A game, every other game, every third game.
Yeah.
You know, they scored 37 against Illinois. You know, it's hit or miss for Purdue. Mm-hmm. But the key here is the Spartans. All right, Michigan State had a rough. I'm not going to even say a rough. They weren't as good as the markets expected coming right out of the gate.
Right.
And I remember the loss to Virginia Tech. It was like, oh, what's wrong with Michigan State? And they failed to cover point spreads into December. They were a bad spread team. That was then, this is now. Mm-hmm. And Sparty has covered, 4 in a row, 5 out of 6. You have an elite team with the markets crashed on at least a little bit.
Okay. That
is still an elite team, and they're playing A-level basketball right now. So Michigan State, for me, is a one-way team. I understand that Purdue's A game's good. If Purdue is hitting threes, they can beat Sparty. But Purdue has trouble against elite defenses at times, and I do not step in front of Michigan State when they are a streaking team. So for me, it's Michigan State or pass. And if we get the Spartans as short road favorites, I think I'll be on them.
Okay, and Teddy, going by short road favorites here, Ken Palm's numbers have them -2, 134 being the total, so you'll likely get a short favorite, at least 2 under 3 most likely.
That to me would be an attractive point spread.
Okay.
To support Michigan State.
I like what you said there in terms of going after Sparty in a different team from what they were at the beginning of the season. And a lot of that points to Cassius Winston. You know, he had some personal problems, started off the season not very good. And teams in college basketball especially go by how their point guard goes. And Cassius Winston, arguably the best point guard in the country. Talking about college basketball point guards, not projecting into the NBA here, Minty. But, number one offensive efficiency right now, the Spartans, according to Ken Palm's numbers. They're also hitting 75% from the free throw line. And the reason I like the Spartans here, Teddy, Purdue, free throws 65%. That's a big discrepancy. And when you start talking about a competitively lined game here, Purdue struggling from the line, Michigan State knocking down their free throws, makes me look towards the Spartans here.
Wow. Sure. A lot of times in a bigger point spread game, when the number is 6, 7, 8, 9, that free throw shooting disparity matters a lot to me. In the shorter spread games, I don't always worry about it as much. See what I'm saying? When you're trying to build a margin and the team, and you're backing the team that's hitting free throws or betting against the team that's not hitting free throws, that's a stat that I'll definitely look at. But in the short chalk, -1, -2 range, I don't always factor that in as much.
Okay. I do, but I factor in a lot just because the way that the sport of basketball kind of goes up in college basketball, when it's close down the stretch, it becomes a foul fest a lot of the times in the last 20, 30 seconds. Also, Minty, you talked about Teddy and I both being excited about college basketball. This is the first video I've done in college basketball. College basketball, especially with the NFL playoffs going on, it can take a back seat.
Yes.
Still, I think that this is the best sport to get an advantage over the odds makers.
All right, yeah, I've heard that too, so this is a good time to get into it. Now, okay.
Absolutely, they got so much to do. So many bets coming in on the NFL playoffs,
kind of
NBA.
Okay.
Exactly, and how many college basketball teams are there? Over 350. There's a lot of work to be done, and I think things kind of slip through the cracks, so you can find advantages.
Very true, like good value. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys. $2 Tuesday. Every Tuesday, get the hottest handicappers' best bet for just $2 at both WagerTalk.com and our sister site, SportsMemo.com.